So unfortunately, we didn't get to go outside today, even though it was beautiful as in 81 degrees. But tomorrow, and the next day, we get our final 2 opportunities to like close out this season of warmth. It's going to be 76 degrees both days, you know. And tomorrow's video will be my my tribute to my late grandfather on my dad's side, Elving Oliveras, aka Abuelo, as the music instructor by the name of Kari, which is a young lady, will be giving me my best tribute to him with her rendition of Livin la Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. So I hope you guys like that tomorrow. So therefore, I might as, you know what, that's gonna be the opening cutscene, because tomorrow I might bring you guys an absolute banger for the first of last 2 warm days of the year, because Thursday for my dad's birthday, it's gonna be 81, but unfortunately rain's gonna hinder that. Not like it matters, because we have that girl Lele to like focus on that day anyway. So therefore, I just wanted to like get that out there before we get into today's topic. And then Friday is going to be Billy Unger, you know, Chase Davenport from Lab Rats. It's going to be his birthday. So therefore, and Sunday is going to be his fellow former castmate, Tasha, you know, Angel Parker, Tasha Davenport's birthday. As Angel Parker, you know, her birthday being Sunday, but I'm not going to watch the Cup race at Texas on Sunday, because fuck that track. She's going to be Casey Mears, 41 years old. So therefore, and Billy Unger on the other hand, I don't remember how old he's going to be, but regardless, I'm going to combine their birthdays together on Friday, as I'll be doing like a Ridgeville Rangers football vlog, you know, as in celebration of Billy Unger and Angel Parker from Livin la Vida Loca, aka Chase and Tasha Davenport. So I hope you guys look forward to that. But the only race I'll be watching this weekend is the Busch race on Saturday, because that's going to be the Ruby Rose Turner NASCAR Busch Series birthday special for her. What I think is going to be her Greg Biffle Sweet 16. I don't fucking know. I'll have to double check, you know, her age while there she is going to be on Saturday, how old Billy's going to be on the day before. So anyway, I'll let you guys know when I make the videos, because I already know by then. But anyway, what I'm basically here to talk about is 2 important things. First off, let's take the happy news, and then we'll do the sad news after that, which pretty much you guys reminded me on Twitter and TikTok. First off, Dillon is back in the Winston Cup Series for 2022 with GMS Racing in the number 94 Chevrolet. So, therefore, I'm really, really excited. This will be the first time the 94 has ran full-time in Winston Cup since Bill Elliott, when he drove for his own drove for his own race team for 6 years, I think from mid-90s to 2000, before jumping ship to Ray Everham in 2001 with the Dodge dealer's UAW number 9 Dodge, you know, going back to his old roots car number Y. So I'm really excited for this. And it's like every time, the thing is, hopefully that we don't get as much of this, like, you know, what I'm about to tell, like we did with Germain Racing. It's like, you know how like people here, I know in real life here in Ohio, say the Browns are going to win the Super Bowl. Every year they say that, and it like backfires on them. Well, I had the same thing with Dillon only because his brother won it in 2018. In 2019 and 2020, I said Dillon's going to become the next driver to get his first career Winston Cup win in the Daytona 500. But instead, he ended up finishing 6th in 2019, which he almost won. And then 2020, he ended up like, you know, getting into a late race accident, all courtesy of reckless Ross Chastain. And then 2021, he DNQ'd because of NASCAR's BS charter system. So 2021, instead of it being him because he DNQ'd, it was eventually turned out to be Michael McDowell. So how Mike McDowell was like Tiny Lund, Mario Andretti, Pete Hamilton, Derek Cope, Sterling Marlin, Michael Waltrip, Trevor Bain. So McDowell was the 8th driver to get his first career Winston Cup win, Daytona 500, instead of Dillon. Well, hopefully Dillon will be the 9th person to do that next year. I'm not holding my breath, but I'm hoping. It's like, hopefully it doesn't backfire on me, considering whether he loses the race or someone else that's never won a race in Winston Cup gets their first win. So therefore, you know, with Bubba's big victory in the EA Sports 500 in Talladega less than a weekend ago, almost 2 weekends ago, you know, all that emotion from him and his fans is showing me exactly what it's going to be like when Ty finally wins that elusive first Cup race, whether it's the Daytona 500 or another race in general. I'm going to be crying happy tears that day. I'm probably going to be like I said, not only that, I may cry a little happy tears, but the most important focus will be I'll lose my voice for an entire week. Because, you know, after my voice went away last summer when Austin won the Samsung Radio Shack 500, because even as an Austin fan already, I don't get to celebrate wins very often. So that's why my voice was gone for that whole night. With Ty, I'm not going to have my voice for a week because I waited 5-6 years for him to get his first cup win, considering he almost won the NBA named Platinum 400 on speed straight up as a rookie, and could have won the Firecracker 400 at Daytona that same year if, you know, a caution never, and then 2 cautions and a red flag never came out, or if Larson had hit the catch fence when he went airborne off turn 4. You know, that race, you know, would have been like 2015 Trucks at Kentucky the week after his brother hit the fence at Daytona. You know, it would have been like Kentucky the next week, you know, in Trucks, like, you know, the weekend, you know, that was the first full year I was here in Ridgeville, to the point where, like, the weekend Brook Park would have the home days, and I went back to visit even though it was a rainy one, and I wasn't doing, I did YouTube, but I didn't record all that much content at the time. I mean, it was a rainy Brook Park Sunday night home days. When we went back to the old Sandhurst house, to like sit in the driveway like we never left, because the people who are living in the house now weren't moved in yet. So we got to, like, the door was unlocked too, if you recall, meaning I didn't get to do it because I was too busy focused on revisiting my old friends, you know that. But, you know, like, the house is still unlocked, so like my family outside of me got to go inside and see it empty, like what we left months earlier in February. But, you know, remember when Ben Kennedy hit the catch fence that same weekend in Kentucky in the truck race week after Austin hit it coming across the line in 7th? Well, unfortunately, it was too late in the race and too late in the night for them to repair that fence all the way, so they called the event. You know, if that would have happened in the Firecracker 400 this 2 years later, the same racer Austin had his freak accident, and with, except Larson hit the fence this time, almost the same place where he hit it in the NASCAR Busch Series race at opener at Daytona in 2013 when I did live in the Sandhurst house, which was my senior year of high school. Then I bet you that race would have had the same outcome, would have got called, and Ty Dillon would have been declared a Winston Cup winner. So there's a lot of races that 13 car he could have won, you know. But unfortunately, luck wasn't on his side. You know, he lost, I think he could have had 6 cup wins by now, considering if, you know, things went his way when it needed to be. But hopefully this will be a shot of redemption in this 94 GMS Chevrolet. And hopefully, you know, since it's full time, I hope they can get an actual company to sponsor this car, not just the team, like it says in the promotional picture. So I can't wait for next year, and pretty soon my bio is going to change, and on Twitter and Instagram, I'll be adding hashtag TD94, considering that I had to take TD96 out because I was on part-time basis. You know, he wasn't going to be in that car all year. So I'm excited for Ty, so therefore I have to update my gear with the shirts, the hats, and the die-cast, so I'm all set like Jimmy Johnson. Now, the moment you guys have been waiting to hear from me, Livin la Vida Luka has left the Alamo. And as sad as I am, like, you know, personally, like, you know, the NBA fan in me says that was a good call, considering that, you know, one good game against the Knicks, considering that's why I started liking him, you know, when he tore that shit up like Terry LaPonte when the Spurs stomped the Knicks like Darryl Waltrip a year ago. That really didn't do much, unfortunately, considering that he didn't get the playing time he needed to, like, you know, and the minutes he needed to, like, prove himself worthy. Honest to God, considering if this is going to be Pop's last year, which, honestly, I kind of sad inside, but at the same time, the Spurs fan of me is sad, but the NBA fan of me says, you know what, let him get the all-time wins record, you know, before this being his life, it's going to be his last season, get him the 35 wins and more, and then no matter what happens to us at the end of this 25th anniversary as a fan for me, I mean, let him go out with the most wins by any coach in NBA history, and hopefully have someone like, us Spurs fans want, like Becky Hammond or Tim Duncan come in and, you know, fill the void, you know, what he leaves. And like I said, I know this team is young and we're finally making moves, and maybe the king of bitching it up won't be bitching it up so much anymore, based on what I've read on Twitter about the preseason, even though preseasons don't mean a damn thing to me. But at the same time, I'm not going to get excited yet, considering that, you know, we still have work to do, and we probably won't even make the plan this year, which would be fine with me. And like I said, this is going to be my 25th anniversary as a fan of the Spurs. Even if we suck ass again this year, I'm not going to let it stress me out to the max like it did the past 2 years, because we're going to have fun with this team. And even if we don't suck too much to the point where we're playing kind of good, but still don't make the play-in, let alone the playoffs, this is probably going to be the most fun team we're going to watch. We're going to be able to watch since the first year without Duncan in 16-17. So maybe, hopefully Luka goes to a contender and hopefully gets the playing time he deserves and gets to show what he's made of, with someone who's still got, with a coach who's still got a lot of fuel left in the tank. So has a lot, still has a lot left in the tank. Pop is running out of gas, and the only reason why he's staying one more year is he's trying to get 35 wins or better to eclipse the all-time wins record for any NBA coach, and I respect him for that. But if he really didn't care about that, I'm pretty sure he would have been retired by now. But hey, I love it. I love his never give up passion when it comes to the all-time wins record for coaches. So therefore, what you're going to be seeing in the next few days, the YouTube videos are slowly coming back here on my channel. I think, like I said, Friday, I'm going to be seeing the Billy Unger, Tasha Davenport, Ridgeville Rangers football game vlog versus my old school, Berea. So, I'm going to be like Dale Sr. in NASCAR video games after Thunder 02 and the previous game, and Thunder 03 and Thunder 04, where he has a lot of friends on the track, where I'm going to have a lot of friends on both sides. And if Ridgeville wins, I'll be ecstatic. But if Berea wins, I'll be happy too, because, I'll be happy with whoever wins, because I may have went to, my heart still will always be in Ridgeville as long as I live, let alone live here. But I still have to show love for my old school, because that's why I graduated. And even though, considering that by the time I moved here, I wasn't able to go to school in Ridgeville because I already graduated. So, therefore, I always say, I may have went to school in Berea, but my heart still will always be in Ridgeville. So that's why I'd be happy if either one would win. So, therefore, hopefully I get to see some old friends there on Friday night. Maybe I can do interviews with them. And maybe, since some of the Ridgeville principals, were leaving, some of the ones that, didn't allow me to record or be in the student section with my friends last year and the year before, not last year, 2 years ago and the year before that, some of them left. That means I can have my fun record anything I want again, let alone be in the student section, since, the Jerry Springer man's old principal is gone. So therefore, we can be in the student section all we want without getting kicked out of there, considering that I'm not going to mention any names on here because I'm not getting my ass in trouble or banned from the game. So, therefore, it's going to be a fun night. And then Ruby Rose Turner's birthday celebration with the Busch race at Texas on Saturday and Sunday. I don't know what the hell I'm going to do, except all I know is I'm not watching the Winston Cup Dickies 500 at Texas, because fuck that track. So, therefore, once after I'm done recording this, I'm gonna look up how old Billy Unger is gonna be on Friday and how old Ruby Rose Turner is gonna be the next day, and then in that particular video on Friday night, and then the live stream on Saturday, I will announce it. So I will see you all then. And for now, tomorrow you're gonna get to enjoy my tribute to my Abuelo, 29 years since he passed away due to a heart attack, with the music instructor Kari Rutushin's rendition of my #1 song, Livin la Vida Loca by Ricky Martin. That's going to be the opening cutscene, because I think when I get home, I'm going to bring you some a warm day finale banger, part 1 of 2, and then in a separate video, I'll bring you something on Wednesday. So therefore, the day before my dad's birthday. So there's a lot to look forward to this week, going into this coming weekend. So have a good night tonight and a better day tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Good night, and I'll see you throughout the whole week.